Hello everyone. So the introduction which you have just seen right now represents the ugly truth of the community that we're living in. And I wanted to show you this. I mean, in Forex signals, we're sending all these signals to our clients, and as you can see, so many of these signals have reached the take profit number 3, meaning we have made 100 pips of profit for so many of these signals. If you think this is easy thing to be done, you're wrong. Reaching 100 pips of profit from each signal is something not easy at all, and in Xtreme Trader we are very proud to make these targets. However, sadly, no one was saying anything. No one said a word. No one said anything about how good this signal was, nothing at all. Everyone was just very quiet and enjoying these profits quietly in silent mode. Which actually I can't understand. If I was entering these signals and making all these profits myself, for example, if I was a client, I will of course be very happy to enjoy the experience. All these profits were made to our clients. As we can see, so many signals are in green. Then suddenly, on Friday, something unusual happened. And of course, the market sadly did not go in the way we have been expecting. Something happened for the very first time in the history of Xtreme Trader, that most of the signals have reached the stop loss, and also one of them with only 20 pips of stop loss. Now I want to understand, when this happened, we received unusual number of messages. They are all attacking us and saying bad words to us. It's like they have been waiting for this moment. They were waiting for the moment when Xtreme Trader finally fails and the market will go against our prediction. I mean, after 4 years in this service, this is the first day to have such results, including that there was some signals have reached the take profit number 1. Now, one question comes to the mind, and I want to show you this. So here's an example from another signals providers, and they actually a big group, and I hid their name. However, they also had on Thursday, 8 February, 4 signals have reached the stop loss. Of course, no one said to them anything. No one claimed them to be as scammers. No one accused them to be thieves or something like that. Only when Xtreme Trader does that or happened to them for the first time in the history, everyone start to bash on us. This is unacceptable, and I just don't know what to say about this. This is just, it's a shame in my opinion to what happened. So anyway, I think this is the sign that Xtreme Trader is very successful signal provider, and there are some haters who have been waiting for a long time for them to finally make a mistake. Sadly, this is what happened, and I believe that most of these losses happened because of the non-farm payroll news and the unemployment rate news on the USD pairs. But however, I believe we are doing very well. And by the way, I have received multiple complaints in the comments in YouTube saying that the signal, once it being sent out, the market has already moved 5 or 6 pips. My friends, the market was moving very fast because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, and the market is moving in very high volatility recently. We really cannot do anything about it. We are having our setups ready, and once the market reaches our setup or our target, we will send the signal for the sell, for example. The market actually might start to move fast from that level, and we really can't do anything about this. We are doing the best we can to avoid this to happen, but however, sadly, sometimes it will happen, and really we can't do anything at all because, as I have said, the market is moving in very high volatility. So again, I believe the bash what happened, or the attack messages from the haters, is the sign that Xtreme Trader is a very successful signal provider, and they have been waiting for this moment to finally come so they can just attack on us. I'm very proud for the results that we came up with in Xtreme Trader signals this week. We have made more than 550 pips of profits to our clients, and again, I'm very proud of the results. I hope you guys can enjoy the experience, and hopefully this week we will make a lot of profits to recover any potential losses that happened. So again, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today, and hopefully we will see you there. So anyway, let's now begin the weekly analysis, and of course, as usual, we will start with the Euro USD. Now, remarkably, if we switch to the monthly chart on this pair, we can notice clearly that we had right here a Fibonacci retracement, and the market has finally made the bearish breakout from 61.8 below 1.12580. Right now, this trend has been changed to be a bearish trend, and most likely the Euro USD will eventually keep falling all the way till it reaches the support level at, to be accurate, 1.05114. That's going to be the final target for the Euro USD before it made any bullish reversal. That's in my opinion, of course. So anyway, by switching now to the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we can see that the market has opened last week with this big gap, and the bearish movement is quite strong. So right now, the Euro USD is actually facing a strong support level right here at 1.09334. I'm expecting from this pair to make a small pullback upon the pressure from that support level, and however, upon again the pressure from the resistance right here at, let me just be accurate, 1.09827, the Euro USD will actually continue the fall. It's all right now up to this resistance right here to be respected again, and we can see clearly that the same level of our resistance has been respected before. So most likely the Euro USD will continue the fall, and we have to focus right now on finding the best level to start shorting the pair. Now let's move slowly. Let's now move to the daily chart. So we started by monthly, then weekly, and right now we are on daily. Let's now jump to the 4-hour time frame, since actually there is nothing much to be said on the daily chart. So on the daily chart, all I need to do is scroll more to the left to find a stronger level of resistance near to the current price. And of course, sure enough, we can see clearly that the market has made right here a strong key resistance level, and we will be relying on it actually to find our entry. So therefore, this is exactly going to be our signal for the Euro USD. We will be shorting the pair at 1.09917, which was actually, if I scroll more to the left again, we can see clearly that this was the level of the strong resistance right here, which was the nearest one actually to the bearish breakout happened recently. This level of a resistance can never be ignored, and as you can see, we will start actually shorting the Euro USD on the same level of the resistance level right here at 1.09917. Meanwhile, the edge of the safe zone will just be a little bit higher than that resistance level to be right here at the nearest resistance to the current resistance right here. Because if the pair is going to be able to reach higher than that level, then most likely it will continue the rise till it reaches the same level of the peak of the resistance right here at 1.11650. So that being said, we will be shorting the Euro USD, but actually we have to wait for the pair to rise for about 58 pips. Now, someone might ask me, is it possible to start buying the Euro USD until it reaches the sell target? The answer is absolutely no. Don't ever do that. Don't go against the market. Don't ever buy the Euro USD at the moment. Just let's wait for the perfect moment for the entry. It might take a while. However, I believe by this news of the war and how the way actually it's escalating, we can expect from the market to open with a big gap below our take profit level. So don't rush and just wait for the market to reach our target if it's possible to happen, and start shorting the Euro USD right here at 1.0917, and the final target will be again the same level of the lowest support where the market has reversed. However, don't short the Euro USD unless you see any kind of price action or weakness on the level. If you have seen any bullish breakout happen right here, then please don't sell the Euro USD at all. Just make sure that you are waiting for the perfect moment before you start shorting the pair. However, the target should actually be able to provide us with 107 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone is ranging for about 60 pips only. That's everything for the Euro USD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the Pound USD. Now regarding the Pound USD, the pair again is going to continue the fall. The pair on the daily chart has recently made the bearish breakout from that long-term support at 1.32720. That is exactly going to be the level where we will be shorting the Pound USD. And again, the final target will be right here, the lowest level of the support at 1.31730. However, it's very important to mention that the pound USD right now might be ranging on that level of a resistance. I mean, we have to wait for some confirmation before we can start shorting the pair right here. We are having here a strong resistance level at 1.33365. There is a chance for the pound USD to be actually ranging inside this level of a resistance zone before it finally continue the fall. So therefore, I'm sending you the signal to start shorting this pair based on the broken support level right here and this candle right here. This candle right here, my friends, on this price action usually indicates a continuation in the momentum. So I have been saying this for a long time. When we are seeing this candle appeared like that with a small wick at the top and longer tail at the bottom, usually when you see this candle actually makes the breakout from a support, it indicates actually a bearish reversal or actually a continuation in the momentum, even without any pullbacks. Once you see this kind of candle, you can be sure that the market at the opening on Monday will continue the fall. And that's the reason I'm sending you the signal to start shorting the pound USD exactly at the previous support level at 1.32720. Let's just move to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly that this was the lowest level of the support, and this is exactly where we will be shorting the pound USD. We have here right here the strong level of the resistance again at 1.32719. So we can see that the broken level of the support was previously also a strong level of a resistance as well. And we had right here a false breakout from that level of a resistance. And you guys all know the lesson that we have learned from my videos. Once we are having here a real level of a resistance and then we see the false breakout, usually the market will be respecting the same level of the real resistance again. So the level of 1.32720 is actually represents the real level of the resistance, and that's why I believe we can start shorting the pound USD after it rises to another 40 pips. Again, same advice for the for the Euro USD. Make sure that you are waiting for the perfect moment to start shorting. Don't rush to sell the pound USD immediately. Just wait for any kind of price action to confirm your entry before you go for it. That's everything for the pound USD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now take a look at the AUD USD. Regarding AUD USD, I believe that the pair most likely will continue the rise after it make another pullback and is going to be good to be bought as 0.73225. Allow me to show you this. Actually, I have explained this before in one of the videos called the magic of trend lines. It's on my channel. You can go and watch it, my friends. So this strategy is simply like this. You just draw your support trend line from any lower low to any higher low, and then you can just drag this line again, the same line that you have just drawn, drag it all the way, and you will notice that the market has been respecting the same level continuously, non-stop. You can use the same trend line for any trade you want to open. Now, remarkably, all I did was just drawing the support trend line from this lower low to this higher low. And right now, all I'm going to do is simply drag the same level of that support trend line and place it right here, exactly on the previous broken resistance trend line right here. And as you can see, we can expect from the market to be respecting the same level of the broken resistance trend line to create a new support trend line exactly. Now, remarkably, the same level of that we're expecting from the market to reverse was previously also a strong support level as well. So therefore, I'm expecting that this support level right here, the strong key support level, and keep in mind that I'm on the daily chart. So I'm expecting from this key support level to keep its position again as a key support level. So all we have to do is wait for the AUD USD to make the pullback upon the pressure from the resistance right here as 0.73789, and most likely we have to wait for the AUD USD to make another to fall to another 47 pips before we can start shorting it. Let's just move to the 4-hour time frame. Now, as you can see, the market has already been respecting that level of a support. So remember, I am on the 4-hour time frame right now. And we already have right here a support number 1 because the market has already reversed on the same level of the support which I have mentioned earlier, which means we can start buying the AUDUSD exactly on the support number 2, which is actually one of the trusted entries that I am assuming according to my strategy. Therefore, we will be buying the AUDUSD at 0.73225, and the target will be right here after it rises to another 105 pips at 0.74280. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging for about 61 pips, just a little bit below that level of a broken resistance, because if the pair will be able to reach this level, it means that this support resistance trend line has not been respected. Also, we can see right here that we're having a support zone. Look at that. This is interesting. This actually is a zone of a support trend line. So we can assume that this is going to be the lowest level where the market might be going against our direction before it finally make the bullish reversal. If the AUDUSD is not going to respect this level of a support zone, then most likely the pair will continue to fall till it reaches the same level of the previous support level right here as 0.71545. That's the reason the safe zone is a little big this time. But however, I believe the market will be respecting that level of a strong key support level right here. And again, I believe this is going to be a one good signal. Again, make sure that you are waiting for the correct price action before you start buying the pair. That's everything for the AUDUSD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now check the USD CAD. Now regarding USD CAD, from the first look you might think it's a messy chart, and you can think that this is similar to the USD CHF, and you can think that, oh my goodness, we can't get anything from this one. But actually, USD CAD is very clear in my opinion. Allow me to switch now to the weekly chart. So let me just show you this on the weekly chart. And actually, you know something, let's move to the clear one, and I will just go right here to the USD CAD and click on the weekly. So alright, let me just show you something. Right now, the USD CAD is actually facing a strong support zone. As we can see, this was the strong support zone. So let's check the history. So finally, recently, actually before in the past, the support zone has been respected right here. Then again, the market has made the bearish breakout from that support zone, and it already became a resistance zone as well. Then we had right here the false breakout of that zone, and again the market has been respecting that level of a resistance zone. So this was the real level of the resistance zone as well. Then recently again the market been respecting that level again as a support zone. So as we can see, it has always been respected. This level is very strong as a support zone and a resistance zone as well. Then finally, what we can see right here, that for the last, I would say for the past month, the USD CAD has been respecting that level of a support zone and made several attempts to break out of it. This candle right here, which has appeared last week, this pin bar, it has actually, I would say it like fooled many traders, making us thinking that the USD CAD will continue to fall. But however, the pressure from the buyers has actually won the battle, and in my opinion, the bulls has won the battle against the bears. So most likely, the USD CAD has actually made an attempt to break out from that support zone. Then finally, the candle has closed like that as a reverse hammer, indicates that most likely the USD CAD is now getting ready to shoot up to the skies. Therefore, most likely the USD CAD will continue the rise. So we are having here a support zone that we can rely on. Again, all of that being analyzed on the weekly chart. Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and all we need to do right now is locating the strongest support zone and the support trend line as well. So we can see clearly that we had right here a very strong support zone on the 4-hour time frame at 1.26652. Oh, sorry, 1.26852. Sorry, my vision is not that strong. Anyway, what we can see clearly right here, my friends, is a support zone just like that. Perfect. So, in my opinion, after confirming that on the weekly and daily chart, the USD CAD seems bullish, we are having right here the support zone or support trend line, and remarkably, the market has actually failed to respect this level as a resistance trend line. It didn't happen. The market has just immediately made the bullish breakout from that level, which means, in my opinion, that upon the pressure from the resistance right here at 1.27870, the USD CAD will make another pullback or continue the fall till it reaches the same level of the support trend line. Then after that, the market will be respecting that level, and here exactly, my friends, where we are going to start buying the USD CAD. I'm looking for the, where is it? My goodness, I didn't write it. Let me just write it for you. The signal to start buying the USD CAD is going to be right here at 1.26852. Meanwhile, the target that we're aiming for is going to be the highest level of the resistance exactly right here at 1.27928, which means we can expect to make about 107 pips per... Oh, okay, that's why it's not written here, because I am on the normal chart. It's actually here. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so that's my mistake. I was wondering how come, where is it? I actually do it. I did it. So here it is, my friends. This is exactly the level where we will be start to buy the pair. I think it's actually a little bit lower than the actual one which I have been showing. Let me just make sure. It should be actually... how did this happen? Let me just be sure. On the first attempt, exactly right here, and exactly right here, almost exactly on it, almost on it. It's just like 17 pips far away. Let me just make sure this is accurate also. So we're having here the support trend line, and actually no, it should be lower, exactly a little bit lower. I think just right here, exactly. My eye is actually focusing on the support right here and right here as well. So I believe this is going to be an accurate level for the USD CAD. I'm just fixing the signal just to make sure it's accurate as much as possible, my friends. So we will be buying the USD CAD exactly from this level at 1.26926. Exactly. So we are expecting to make about one... My goodness, some actually mistakes happened right here. The target should be about 105 pips or 100 pips. That should be enough actually. So therefore, I'm just fixing the signal for you, my friends. 27917. That's gonna be our target, and that's exactly gonna be the level where we will be start to buy the USD CAD. The target will be 101 pips. Meanwhile, the safe zone is ranging for about 50 pips only. That's everything for the USD CAD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the USD JPY. So finally, the USD JPY has reversed from that level of the resistance at 115.430. So we had right here now the final reversal from the USD JPY, which confirms the strength of the resistance level right here. This price action, my friends, usually indicates a continuation in the fall or the bearish reversal. That's why, in my opinion, USD JPY is going to continue the fall immediately at the opening of the market on Monday. Again, we are seeing the same price action which I have just told you about. This candle right here with this strong big candle size and the small wick at the top, meanwhile a little bit longer tail at the bottom, usually indicates a continuation in the momentum, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. But however, I had to be more accurate with my entry, and therefore I'm sending you the signal to start shorting the USD JPY from 115.205 for one reason. Let's move to the 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly that the USD JPY is reversing upon the pressure from the support at 115.735. Now, if the market has made the bullish breakout reversal, from that level, we can see clearly how this level of a strong key resistance level has been respected all the time. This level of a resistance cannot be simply ignored, and that's gonna be exactly where we will be start to short the USD JPY. I think it's a very straightforward signal and it doesn't really require any further analysis. It's very clear one for me, and therefore we are having right here as well the support trend line, which we can see clearly that the market might actually make the retest. Actually, I need to draw it correct way. Just make sure it's accurate. Let me just be sure. We need to draw it in the correct way. Almost like that. Yes, almost like that. Perfect. So yes, I think we can expect from the USD/JPY to fall even before reaching our sell level, but I cannot send any sell signal before or lower that key resistance level right here. But again, I'm telling you, there is a chance that the USD/JPY will continue the fall immediately at the opening of the market on Monday. However, we are expecting to make about 138 pips profit from this signal, because the target will be the nearest strong key support level exactly right here at at 113.824. Meanwhile, the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 60 pips, I would say, till the highest level of the resistance at 115.794. That's everything for the USD/CHF. Let's now move USD/JPY. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now take a look at the USD/CHF. Now, USD/CHF is actually representing what I'm talking about. We are having always right here the real level of the resistance, then we have the false breakout, and then I have sent you the signal to start shorting the USD/CHF exactly from that level at 0.92269 or 96, sorry. So clearly the USD/CHF has actually kept this level of a resistance and made the bearish reversal right from there. However, right now the USD/CHF has just created a very similar setup again. Let me show you. So we are having right here a resistance, attempt number 1, and here attempt number 2. Then again we had right here a false breakout, and then the same level of the real resistance has been respected again. So we can assume that this was resistance number 3 and this right here resistance number 4. Very interesting, right? So again, the same setup here has actually repeated itself, and again we're having the same level, or sorry, the same setup of the sell order, which means we can start shorting the USD/CHF exactly from the level of the real resistance again. This is exactly the sell type that I'm looking for. Always look for the false breakouts, and again look at the real level of the resistance, and then you can start shorting right here. So therefore, seeing the same scenario has happened right here again indicates that the USD/CHF is going to continue the fall. And in my opinion, we can expect from the USD/CHF to rise again, but this is going to be the highest at all that the pair can reach to at 0.91939. Special number, eh? And after that, we can expect to start shorting the USD/CHF, and the eventual target will be right here, the nearest strong key support level at 0.91094, which means we are aiming about 82 or 85 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone is ranging for 36 pips only. That's everything for the USD/CHF. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the gold. Now, the gold has reached a very critical level. The gold, my friends, is rising, and it keeps rising again and again, and I believe by this week the gold will reach again 2,000 price, or the price of 2,000, and I believe this is going to be the highest where the gold can reach to. However, it's now a matter of where exactly we can start buying the gold. Again, the war is what controls the market right now, especially the gold and oil. And with no news coming out, hints that the war can actually cool down a little bit or stop at least for some days, I believe the gold will continue to rise. And the war actually is escalating very quickly, and therefore most likely all what we are looking for right now is buying the gold. So we need to find right now the strongest key resistance level, or sorry, the strongest key support level to start buying the gold again from the same level again. The point here is, my friends, is again I'm telling you, this is technical analysis, and the fundamentals is what actually controls the gold. Therefore, make sure that you are actually relying your analysis or basing your entries based on the fundamentals before the technical. So for example, maybe after releasing this video by one day, Putin might announce that he will stop the war. This will immediately disqualify this signal instantly, and the gold actually might be good to be short right now. I'm telling you the scenarios, but if nothing happened and if the war has just escalated more, then the gold will be indeed good to be bought. However, and from technical view, all we need to do right now is finding a strong key support level to start buying the gold from. Now we can see clearly that we're having right here a strong key support level at 1959.90. We can notice here that this level was actually a strong key support level, and the market has been respecting this level almost every single time. It was also a support right here as well. And also it was a strong resistance level right here, and the market has been trying to break out from that level and immediately has reversed exactly from it, which means this level cannot be ignored. So let's just scroll more to the right again, and we can see again the same level has been acting as a strong key resistance level in the past several times, as we can see. Which means after the bullish breakout happened finally from the same level again, and keep in mind that this was a false breakout. And you all remember the rules. Once we see a false breakout, look for the real level of a broken resistance or a support and base your trade based, of course, open your trade based on it. Therefore, and on the 4-hour time frame, we can ignore this breakout right here, since it was actually a false one, and then we have to rely our trade based on the real level of a support. Now, moving to the 1-hour time frame, we can see clearly that the same level at 1959 has been respected already. This was, my friends, the support number 1. Therefore, I'm sending you the signal that we can start buying the gold again at the support number 2. Again, I'm telling you, please be careful and be extra wise about how you open your trades. Don't open them automatically. Don't set any pending orders. Make sure that you are always relying on the fundamentals and you are sure that the gold will continue the rise. If the gold has started to make any strong bearish movements, then please avoid buying the gold. Make sure that you are up to the news and following it. And however, if the gold is going to continue the rise, I believe that the final target will be right here at 2013.67. And if things got worse, and I hope they don't, we can expect from the gold to continue the rise till it reaches 2075 again. However, I don't think this is going to happen. I believe 2013 is going to be the maximum where the gold will reach to, for a simple reason. This was right here, my friends, a false breakout. And this was right here the real level of the resistance. So I believe 2013 is the real level of the resistance, and we can't really expect from the pair to reach higher than that. So anyway, that's everything for the gold, and that's everything also for the midweek analysis, for the weekly analysis. Again, for the gold, we can expect to make about 560 pips profit from the signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone is ranging for about 170 pips only. So again, I believe it's going to be a good week, and hopefully we will make good and decent profits from these signals which I have sent you right here for free, of course. And again, for the premium members, we will do our best, my friends, to recover any losses happened. We promise you that. We promise you to do our best. And again, I want to remind you that we will add 2 extra days free added to your membership for free. And that's everything. And that's everything, my friends. So I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.